Hello guys, welcome to the United Fan Zone. We are into the semi-final of the FA Cup and our captain won it in the very end where it was looking like it's gonna head to the penalties and we were a little scared about that being Tim Krul being the goalkeeper of the opponent, but somehow we managed to pull up the win and Ole's on the wheel. It keeps on going, 14 unbeaten now. Amrit, let's talk about the game. What do you think about the game?
Well, it was a hard work. It was real hard work for the team, and we really had to put in that shift. We were not as good as we were in Sheffield, and we've been in the past, but I think we got the job done. So overall, I was not very happy with the performance of the team. I would say we had to do so much hard work, and it was not an impressive day for Bruno as well, although he tried a lot. I wouldn't say anything about his performance overall, because he did try a lot of things, but they didn't just come off like they don't normally do. But I mean, he's got the habit of being on the winning, or well, not the losing side, so he continued that. So I'm happy on that aspect, but I would expect the team to do much better. Even the second team, which starts, I think, should do much more. I think having Lingard in the team at the start, I don't know what was going on, but we didn't look like a team in the beginning of the match, but we improved later. So overall, I've got mixed feelings about this match. We should have finished the game off. We shouldn't have been complacent in getting their goal. Let them score, and we should have been much better. But job done. Maguire won it for us like a striker. He put the ball in the back of the net, and not to forget Igalo's strike. It was a really good shot, I would say. But yeah, little bit lapse of concentration here and there, and yeah, it was an overall fine day at the office for the team.
Yeah, I think it was one of those days then that we used to have under Sir Alex Ferguson, where we just needed to get the job done. We knew we were the better team, and I think it was Ole just trying to put in players who had not got enough game time. Mata on the right wing, Lingard on the left wing. Didn't make any sense, but he was just trying to put in players who haven't got game times, giving them opportunities to prove themselves. And I think one of the reasons for Bruno's decent performance. I wouldn't say he was poor, but it was decent performance as compared to his standards. And that was because of the front line. Those three players, beside and ahead of him, were completely different. And Bruno not having played with them, it was a little slight. You can see a little change in quality for Bruno, because when Martial and Rashford are playing in front of him, he knows what they're gonna do. They are good players, and with Lingard and Mata, it's just like they were similar kind of players in the same position. Bruno wants the ball in his feet, Lingard wants the ball. The same goes with Mata. There was no width, there was nothing. So it was a bit of a game where we just wanted to get through, without making much of a hassle, and that is what it was in the end. I think once they got the red card, it was imminent. We were going to score a goal, and it was more of an when than it was an if. So I'm not concerned about the performance, because, as I said, this match was just one of those matches where we just had to go through with Norwich not being, no offense to Norwich, but they being the weaker side. So yeah, happy with the win. We are into the semi-finals, and we are going to get big boys now, and hopefully you know, two more wins, and we have the FA Cup with us. So who were the
What did you make of Pogba's performance, Abhishek?
Wow, was good. I The main thing that I like about Pogba, he doesn't lose the ball nowadays. I don't see him doing all those fancy stuff. When he sees someone beside him, he just plays the ball rather than dribbling or going past, trying to do those flicks and all those stuff. His game, I think, has become a little simpler, and that is what you expect of player. Playing in a defensive position, mid position, and with Bruno ahead, he knows. Whenever he sees Bruno around him, he passes the ball to him because he knows he can do something with it. And so I think Bruno and Pogba are learning things about each other, and as they play more and more they are with the wavelengths, I think it will be good for the whole team. The team needs to play as a unit for, I think, couple of matches more, or this season maybe. So the chemistry between the team the next season would be good if we have the same players and add one or two more. So I'm happy with the performance. I was not happy with Fred today. I don't think he was up to the mark, but that's fine. Fred had a Fred kind of performance, and
I think both of them,
yeah,
Fred and McTominay, when they started the game, they looked so rusty. They were not even close to what they were before the lockdown. I don't know what happened. Maybe
I
obviously the break has done some harm to them. I mean, obviously form changes, and it's been such a long time. But then I would like to see them much better, doing much better going forward. They were not a fraction of what they were, and it was quite a shock to me because I was thinking that this is their chance because they can prove Ole wrong by playing good football and then make letting him think about options or giving him the trouble of thinking who should be and should not be in the team. But then today was not the day for them. I saw in the initial bit we were lacking, even the simple passes we could have made. We were always going sideways. We were always going back to the centre backs. We were not able to bring the ball out. Yes, I know they were sitting deep, but then we need these midfielders to bring the ball out, which is what I thought they didn't do in this match, and they need to do it much more if they have to let Ole think about bringing them on, more and more in the team. So maybe one of those days, off days for them, but yes, they have to do better.
yeah, and Amrit, if you see performance of Fred and McTominay, if you see the matches in which they have performed admirably well, it is always against opponent who come at us. They are not very good against teams which sit deep because they are not creative players. They don't have that pass in their locker to unlock the defenses. They will always be very valuable player when you have teams like Manchester City and Liverpool, where you would want to sacrifice a Pogba and maybe get these players in, because they will give you the power, the energy, and all those kind of things, the interceptions, the tackles. But they will always be a little waste when there are teams sitting back and they are having to create chances. So I don't think McTominay or Fred suit that kind of a game. They are more of a player when you have to be more uh, work like a workhorse kind of. Those are workhorse midfielders. They are just going to give you energy and tackles, interceptions, and that is what happened today. I didn't expect them to do very well because I knew the nature of the game, but I expected more from Fred. McTominay was decent because he is that kind of player. He will just you know uh, use its strength and play those simple passes, keep the game simple. He's a Matic kind of a player. But with Fred, I expect a little more because he is not a number six. He can never be a number six because in Premier League, if for you to be a number six, you need to have a, you know, uh, uh, like the height kind of thing, which he doesn't have. So he always has to be a number eight. Play in those passes, also put in some interception tackles in. But I think that creativity was missing, and it was more, I think, because of the players in front of him. If you see Lingard and Mata, who are you going to play to? There's no one now. Everyone's coming back to get the ball. Igalo is not one of those players who will make the runs for you. So basically, the team didn't suit anyone. It was more of like getting 11 players and making them play just to get through this round. I think it was more of that.
So I don't understand how Ole thinks Lingard is still important for the team. Yes, it's good to say that in the media, but you see how bad he is. I mean, apart from one or two things that he did on the ground today, he was a complete waste.
Yeah.
You can tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think he deserved to be on the ground. He made us look so bad. I mean, obviously even Mata as well. I mean, he was not up to his mark. His passes were going wayward, and he was not doing the magic that he used to do. So overall, obviously, if you put that squad, then lacks creativity. Apart from Bruno, there was nobody who was creative or who could do anything. So he was just isolated as well amongst those all those players around him. So Igalo, yeah, he's a different type of player, as you said. So I think we I'm not sure how Ole chose the team today, but I think there could have been one or two different. If he had chosen, we might have had a totally different result
That
today.
I completely agree with you, Amrit. The only thing that I keep saying on it was the match where he just put on 11 players to get a result. He just put in a Maguire to see how he looks beside Eric Bailly. He just put a Bruno Fernandes because he knows there's nothing else in the team that's going to create things. So those two were the only player I think that were kept in, along with Luke Shaw. I have to say it again. This guy is impressing me a lot. I mean, Luke Shaw again was very good today. The only attacks coming from the left side, Luke Shaw overlapping, Luke Shaw passing in the ball. I'm really impressed
Yeah,
with his performance of late,
I agree.
completely.
I'm also impressed with the defending,
Yeah, yeah,
Abhishek,
yes,
because when he's in the box, he knows where to
exactly.
be, and aerially as well. He's been so good
Yes,
lately. He knows the danger and he's at the right place at the right time, which is what I quite liked about him. I
yes,
mean, lately. And Dallo was
yes,
really poor,
exactly.
really poor. Even with possession, his attacking side is very good generally, but today he was not even close to how we know
Yes,
about him.
yes.
So leave alone defending, even the attacking was not good. So we were lacking totally in both aspects on the right side.
Uh,
So I mean, if he has to challenge Aaron Van Bissaka for the right back position, he needs to put a great
yeah,
shift.
exactly. I think I may be wrong, but I think Dalot is not the kind of player we need at United. He's more of a player, a luxury kind of player. He is not a right back or a left back. He is more of a wing back, and also he can play in a Conte team maybe where you can he can. The only good thing about Dalot is his crosses. I mean that if you are going to point one thing that's good about Dalot is his crosses. That's the only thing. And with the system that we are playing with the kind of striker we have, I don't think Dalot has any can do anything, and he's not putting in enough. I don't think he's gonna challenge Aaron Van Bissaka, and I think even Timothy Fosu might be a better choice than Diogo Dalot going.
No, that's not. I mean, he's been injured for many months. I think recently, but I've seen Dallo. I think crosses. You make a very good point. Crosses wise, he's very good, and not even the aerial ones, the normal crosses. He can do those driven crosses, the low crosses as well. He's very good at those things. But I mean, I don't think he's really fit at the moment. I think that's why he was taken off at 60 minutes odd when Brandon Williams was brought on. So I don't think he can go all the way 90 minutes, and his fitness is not that much at the moment. That may play a big role because for a right back for United, you need to be 150% in your fitness because you've got to make runs up and down all day long, and he has to be up for it. So he needs to improve his fitness definitely because once he goes up, I mean, coming back to defend his mark is needs a lot of fitness, needs a lot of strength and a lot of fitness. So he needs to do
Yeah,
that.
and I think the player that he signed 2 years back, I don't see him improved. There's nothing to suggest that he has improved. The expectation that was, from Dalot when he was 18 or 19 year old when we purchased him for 20 million. I don't think he justifies that price tag as well. So the more he becomes a constant in the team, not playing games, it's not gonna help him. It's not gonna help Manchester United. So there will come a time when Dalot will have to choose first team football over playing for Manchester United because I don't think he's gonna get first team football at United. So either a loan move for him or if he wants to leave, something's gonna happen. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't see Dalot, keeping quiet, sitting on the bench at that age. That's wrong for a young player. If also he has a mentality of that like that. So that is the only thing that suggests to me that he might not have his future at United. But if he comes on and proves me wrong, there will not be someone who is more happy than me. So, Amrit, what did you think about the backline? I thought Harry Maguire was very good today. Harry Maguire was very good.
Yeah, I don't think we had to do much on in the defense apart from Cantwell's shot. I think that you know Romero was a bit blinded on that one, so we give credit on to Cantwell on such a good shot. But then overall, I don't see they had to do much. I think could have done better because everything looked so delayed. I mean, all the passes that they were making, even the center backs, they got the ball and they took such a long time to get it, move it forward. And during the first half, I was literally very bored. I was thinking what's happening. Why are they not moving the ball fast? They were keeping the ball, and why is a player who does those trickery and other things that looks fine if you're 1 up, 2 up, but then it doesn't look good when you are 0-0 and then not creating any chances. So
Yes,
although I wouldn't give much stick to Bai, but I think they could have centre backs defending wise they did fine. I think they could have maybe pushed a bit more and let the team drive a bit more. But overall, I think defense wise, I don't see any problems today. I think apart from that one shot. Cantwell did create some chances. Cantwell did so many things on his own. He was very dangerous, but then overall it was all happening from the left side where Dalot was
Yeah.
there. So apart from Dalot, I would say everyone else was good.
Yes, exactly. But I think what we saw today gives us an indication that in the coming matches, we need to play our full strength team. We cannot just go in against any team thinking, we are going to get the job done. And I think that is why a lot of players were given a rest today. Because against Brighton, I think we are going to see a very strong team again. And I think that's going to happen for all the Premier League matches from here henceforth. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think the only bad part was we had to play extra 30 minutes.
Yes.
I couldn't really bear that because fitness-wise, if you're playing 30 minutes extra, that's going to take a toll on the whole team, and that's the last thing Ole wanted today. But I mean, good thing is he got the job done right 2 minutes before 120-minute mark, so we didn't have to go to penalties. I was very sure if we went to penalties, we would not go through to semis because
Yeah,
the goalie.
exactly.
There's a difference. Their goalie is a short stopper in terms of penalties, and I think Louis Van Gaal
Yes,
brought
the
him
World
on
Cup.
only for the penalties. So you can understand how good he is, and I don't think we were gonna go to semis if we didn't score that last goal. So that was very important for us.
And I think Tim Krul played a very good game. He had some very good stops to make in the game, and he was very good. He was, I think, the only player, along with maybe, yeah, Tom Cantwell was very good again. So couple of good performance, and it's always a heartbreak for Norwich losing the game when 2 minutes are left. It's always a heartbreak for them, but it's good for Manchester United. We are through, and we didn't have to go through that drama of penalties again. Where anything can happen. And I just didn't want us to get out of this competition because we are having a good vibe, we are having a good run, and we need it to continue. Long may it continue. Anything else, Amrit, to add?
Well, just that we could have been better, and I really hope we keep our form up. I think good part was having the win overall. That is what matters. That's signature United winning late. That was bit too late for me today. I would have wanted them to finish before 90 minutes, but then we got the job done and we move on. Hopefully finish. Maybe win the cup, win the FA Cup, and then maybe finish
Amrit,
top
you need
4.
to smile a little more. We are into the semi-final, and that's the only thing that we wanted from this match today. Yeah.
No, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased overall. I have to say, but yeah, a little bit of. I'm not a fan who gets who jumps the guns or who thinks that we are doing really well when we are actually not. So I have to criticize when we have to because the team didn't play well. But then overall, I'm actually very happy.
Exactly. I think it was just, I don't know, when you see the team you get to know what the manager wants. It was like, just put in a few players who haven't had game time, put them in any position you want to, and let's play, and let's hopefully even a Lingard is better than someone from their team, and so we're gonna win the match. That is what the mentality was today. And I think he's given Lingard few last chances just to show what he has, and if he doesn't have anything, he might will have to leave this summer. You never know. So yeah, that's it from us today. That was a good match. I won't say a brilliant performance, but that doesn't matter because we are through to the semi-final, and yeah, we're gonna get the cup, maybe, and then we're gonna celebrate, and then we are gonna remember that we went into the semi-finals with our captain strike, and it was a pleasing moment because penalties are a lot of dramas for us today. Yeah, so that is for us from today. Thank you guys. Signing off. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay healthy, stay safe. Right?